of conspiracy. I'm the king of reality.
Sir, everything I don't owe you this comment.
I know. I appreciate
it. This is what's called ambush journalism, and I disrespect you for that as well. So thank you and goodbye.
Been the ritual?
That's none of your damn business.
My name's Robbie Parker.
There's also Dave from Arizona. Are you there, Dave?
Hey, Alan.
Yes.
How are you?
Not so bad at all.
It's always good to talk to you. I just wanted to get your 2 cents on something. There's a very interesting show on Wednesday nights called Conspiracy Theory.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's very good.
No, I've seen it now.
I guess the question I have is the kind of stuff they go into is HARP, they go into eugenics, they go into the flu shot scams, mind control, Manchurian candidates.
Yep.
Why would they want this information going out to millions that might not know about it?
It's simple. It's very simple. See, the people who would never inquire into anything for themselves, they say there's 87% of the public they generally quote never question mainstream. And if mainstream calls people kooks, they will then call them kooks as well without even looking into any topic. So when you put it out by fictional episodes of drama coupled with emotion, it's called predictive programming, by the way, and everyone copies the heroes within it, etc. It's in the realm of, it's been presented as fantasy, pure fantasy, even though it is based on people's accusations and data to show you that conspiracies certainly do exist.
Well, one of the things that's funny about that is that the show actually basically says that all these things are true.
It will say that, but it's still presented in a fictional manner. And what it causes within the person is cognitive dissonance, they call it, where you hold these two different opposing views, like double-think in your head at the same time. And when it ends up being entertainment, and if you follow any series that comes on, I don't know how long this one's been on, but follow it and you'll see how more and more ridiculous something will become, and crazy it'll become. And in the mind of the person who's getting downloaded over a period of time, then even the more real episodes become crazy to them when they think back on them. It all gets tarred with the same brush. Yeah.
So basically they just use it to disprove it.
Absolutely. They understand human psychology so perfectly, and they do work with mainstream writers, authors, and movie makers and series makers for television. Yeah, they do.
Awesome. Okay, thanks, Alan.
Thanks for calling. Yeah, we've got to understand there are incredible sciences behind this, and these guys really, as I say, know what they're doing. They know how to manipulate millions of people. They've been at this for an awful long time. But cognitive dissonance is where eventually you have opposing ideas in your head. You battle it in your head to a standstill until you just throw it all out into the air and says, I can't believe any of it, the real or the unreal. And so you're completely neutral on everything, and you're guided by the people at the top.
Let me stop you. This is a big deal. We've been talking for 40 minutes here, and now you drop this bombshell on us. So I want to officially have your statement here. So let me give you the floor for a few minutes. Please start over and make the announcement, because my show's big enough that it'll probably end up breaking nationally here that you say it on this show. So Governor Ventura, please make your announcement.
Well, I said that if a grassroots effort, not a money effort, I don't want millions of dollars raised, and I don't want to do all that. But if there's a grassroots blue-collar effort out there and people do the legwork to get Jesse Ventura on the 2016 ballot for president, and if they can likewise guarantee me, because I've got to be in the debate.
David Icke covering one eye, and there's his ex-wife Pamela Leigh Richards doing the same thing. That's a Masonic symbol, as you all know. It gets worse though, because Neil Haig, his book designer, also does the same thing. And
listen very carefully, folks. This will frost you, and then we'll talk about it. I may stop the tape at certain portions, and we'll talk about it then. Listen very carefully. This is just snippets taken from the first 45 minutes of the Alex Jones show on December the 31st, New Year's Eve. This is news. What I'm reporting here to you is hard news. This could have resulted in the shutdown of the whole country, the declaration of martial law, mass hysteria and panic by millions of people. And this is the guy, along with a few others, but this is the main guy who was whipping it all up. Listen carefully.
Cash machines are failing in Britain and now other European countries. They're finding large amounts of explosives in France. Vladimir Putin, who is known as Vladimir the Ruthless, and using all his profanity on national TV, you name it. We won't read the profanity here, but we've got it. This person is on an unbelievable power trip and resembles a demon. He is a creature of the IMF and the World Bank and international communism. He is a former KGB head, and this information is vital, ladies and gentlemen. We are seeing the New World Order really come out in full force. More wars than have been in the last 50 years are going on right now. The war in Chechnya is raging in Grozny with, well, reports of hundreds of thousands dying.
Is that true, folks? Are there more wars going on right now than in the last 50 years? Are there hundreds of thousands of people dying right now in Chechnya?
Look, when you realize how fake it all is,
get a better vantage point and see what we can see on the ground. It's a little difficult from the air because the buildings kind of shadow the streets, but no doubt a lot of activity on the ground right now. Wow. That apparently does look like it is in the other building at this point. Back off. They're telling us to back off.
Investigate 9/11. 9/11 was perpetrated by people within our own government.
So I made this to commemorate the 10-year anniversary of 9/11. I made this 9/11 Truth mural.
Not be determined at this time. What is
the story right? The press claim that you claim to be the Son of God. Mm-hmm. Is that true?
Yes, you see, the thing is that it's quite funny, really. You know, 2,000 years ago, had a guy called Jesus sat here and said these same things, you would still be laughing. It's really, really funny that we've not really moved on that much. The negativity, the thoughts that I'm talking about that are very destructive, are pouring out of this planet
let me
every
interrupt
day.
you. Was it a great shock for you to discover this at 38?
Well, I think the word is gobsmacked. But again, You know, the best way of removing negativity is to laugh and be joyous. So I'm delighted that there's so much laughter in the audience tonight.
But no,
but just let me say this.
They're laughing at you. They're not laughing with you.
Fine.
Who dare be against me? I'm protected by legions.
Patrick Penry, 7:08 a.m. on the 27th of November. And it doesn't surprise me that Mark Dice is on conspiracy theory with Jesse Ventura, because Jesse Ventura won't talk about anything on my list of 16 things they won't talk about. Mark Dice won't talk about anything on my list of 16 things they won't talk about. Mark Tangy Tangerine Dice. I'm calling you out, bro. I'm calling you totally out. You don't talk about anything important. You're wasting my time. You're wasting, and I'm tired of staring at the friggin' eye behind you constantly. I hate the damn eye. I hate the Illuminati eye, dude. Now, Mark, you think going on Jesse Ventura, what's that supposed to do for you? It's two trolls working together. It's a troll partnership is what it sounds like to me.
Did you know that the government has a plan to stage or fake an alien invasion or even the return of Jesus or the appearance of God here on planet Earth?
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet I ask you, is not an alien force already among us?